Alright guys, this is the Myers fan. I'm back with another video. I'm gonna do my best to weigh in on John Cena's horrible heel promo. I mean, this shit was bad. This guy sounded like an angry girlfriend or some shit. He's like, I'm breaking up with you and all this shit. Like, that's something a girl says. Um, so the promo starts off with him obviously going to the ring, and it takes him like 5 minutes to decide whether he wants to address the crowd or not. And when he finally picks up the microphone, I'm trying to remember what the dude even says, like what his first words were. The bottom line is he says that he's been feeling disrespected by the fans, and he's been feeling this way for years. Now, here's my thing with that. I deal with characters every day because for those who don't know, I'm a movie reviewer. There are so many movie reviewers on YouTube, and we deal with characters every day, character development, plot lines, and things like that. We deal with personalities and things like that. So, in saying that, John Cena says that he's been feeling this way for 25 years. Well, if he has been feeling this way, there should have been signs of this heel turn, and we saw none of that. Fans like to point to little things and say, "Oh, remember when he said this in 2018? Remember when he did this in 2016? No, that's not the way that works. As a fan, you are not supposed to write their story for them. They are supposed to tell you the story. What you were doing is you were trying to make something coherent that is incoherent. You're trying to put pieces somewhere to make them fit, and most likely they don't belong there. You're trying to put the puzzle together for them. And you shouldn't have to do that because you're saying, well, look, he said this in 2016. Look, he said that in 2017. Or remember how he hasn't won a match since 2018? No, that has nothing to do with it. Because if John Cena was really that upset about it, he should have fucking said something about it. That's what characters do. Normally, if a character is turning evil or turning bad, there are signs of it. Do people snap? Yes. Do they seemingly do things out of nowhere? Sometimes? Yes. But normally, when they do that, there is a sign of it. Where were these signs of Cena being disillusioned with the fans? And if you don't know what the word disillusion means, it just means that you feel like something isn't as good as it once was or as you thought it was. So, in saying that, where are these signs that John Cena was feeling this way? They're not there. You're trying to put them there because deep down you know the fucking story makes no sense. You're trying to make it make sense. That's the problem. Let's talk about some of the things that John Cena says. First of all, he comes out and he says, I'm not a baby face, I'm not a heel, I'm a human being. Again, why the fuck does WWE constantly have to remind us that wrestling is fake? I don't understand this. You keep telling us that it's fake, but you want us to suspend our disbelief. The problem with WWE is they don't know what the fuck they want to be. Is it fake or isn't it? You can't decide what you want to be. That's your biggest problem. One minute you're telling us fake, next minute you want us to believe it's real. There are so many inconsistencies with this promo and with this storyline. Cena basically says, oh, you're really classy because the fans say, fuck you, Cena. Fuck you, Cena. And then he says, oh, that's really classy of you. And then he turns right around and calls them jack-offs. You just got on them for not being classy for saying fuck you, but then you turn right around and call them jack-offs. That literally makes no sense. And then he calls them sons of bitches. But then when he repeats what they say, he says, oh, you say F you, Cena. So you can't say fuck you, but you can say sons of bitches. Again, more inconsistencies. He also says, you made me the butt of an invisible joke for 15 years and it's not funny. Oh, it's not funny, Cena? So you're just now realizing that you can't see me is not funny? I got news for you. It was never funny. It was never cool. Well, then again, I'll admit this. I used to do it when I was a bit younger, but that was when he was a rapper. And back then he was a little bit cooler than he is now. But I never liked Cena. I liked the rapping thing. I thought it was entertaining, but even then I didn't like him per se. I just liked the whole rapping thing because, like I said, I thought it was entertaining. And so he says, you made me the butt of an invisible joke. No, they didn't. You're the one going around telling people that they couldn't see you. And for anybody that doesn't know what that means, you can't see me just means you can't hang with me. That's all it means. Like, let's say we're playing a video game or whatever, and you say, hey, Myers fan, I want to challenge you to a game of 2K25. And then I'm like, yo, bro, you can't see me. It just means you can't hang with me, you can't touch me, you can't beat me at this game. That's all that means. But since he kept saying it so much, the fans basically took it and they made it literal. But he says, you made me the butt of a joke. No, they didn't. You're the one that made up the stupid you can't see me. Well, he didn't make it up, but he's the one that started using it. He said, you can't see me, and then the fans took it, and then they made it literal to make fun of him. That's basically what happened. And then he says, you never liked me. Again, more inconsistencies. They never liked you, Cena? Okay, let's talk about this for a second. First of all, the word never means not at any time. The fans did like him from 2002 to 2005. Now, I don't know the exact reason, but for some reason in 2005, they started to boo him. And I think it was around late 2005. So they liked him for the first 3 years of his career. But then I guess after a while, the rap thing started to get stale. And then when he turned into Super Cena, then they really turned on him. So I wouldn't say they never liked him. It's more like they liked him at first and then they turned on him. But even when they turned on him, they didn't really turn on him because it wasn't Cena that they hated. It was the role that Cena had been given. If we want to take this real life heat that Cena had with the crowd and use it for the storyline, then I'll put it like this. They didn't hate Cena, they just hated the PG bullshit. That's what we hated. We never hated Cena. Again, the promo is filled with inconsistencies. He's not making sense. Where was all this a year ago? I'm going to tell you what's going on here. If the fans wouldn't have complained, and I said this in a previous video, if the fans wouldn't have complained about WrestleMania 41, Cena most likely would have stayed a babyface and we would have just had a plain WrestleMania with no intriguing feuds. In other words, what I'm telling you is WWE pulled this out of their ass. They forced Cena to turn heel because we kept complaining. That's why. That's the only reason that this happened. There was no grand plan, no matter what The Rock tries to tell you. And I'm one of his millions and millions of fans, but I gotta be real with you. The guy's full of shit. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Yes, a big pile of shit. And it's about time you take it off the stove. There was no long game. He says, I'm a long gamer. Bro, no, you're not. More than likely, you did that hand gesture where you do the throat slit, and then it really had no meaning. You just did it just to do it. But then, since the fans got so upset, he had to come up with something, so that's what they came up with. There was no grand plan. He only turned heel because we were getting angry and WWE knew it. Let's keep it real. And then, like the rest of the fans say, let's talk about the end of the promo. After he tells the fans that he's breaking up with them, Cody Rhodes comes out. I'm not going to say any more after that about the whole Cody Rhodes thing because Cena was like, listen, kid. And then Cody was like, no, enough. Cena, you're just a whiny bitch. I don't want this Cena. I want the real John Cena. Cody, are you really calling somebody a whiny bitch? Didn't you cry last year during WrestleMania season? And Cena beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes just let him do it. Again, this storyline is full of inconsistencies. Normally, if there's evil afoot, if there's evil going on, like I said, there are signs of it. And there was no sign of evil brewing in John Cena. It just came out of nowhere. Now, what they should have done, if Dwayne really is a long gamer, and this was really the plan from the get-go, like he wants everybody to believe, what he should have done was every now and then, last year leading to this year, he should have had John Cena have a weird expression on his face, or maybe he would do something weird or say something weird, and it would be the kind of weird thing that wouldn't alarm you, but it would just be a little off-putting, you know what I mean? And it would make you go, why did he do that? Or why did he say that? Or why does he look like that? What does that look on his face mean? That's what they should have done if they were really going to go through with this. And the last thing I'll say before I end this video is, let's be real. It's like the rest of the IWC has been saying. All this shit is to get Cody Rhodes over. They're trying to get him over by making him the victim. Everybody's being mean to Cody. The Rock is being mean to Cody. John Cena is being mean to Cody. Seth Rollins is being mean to Cody. Everybody hates Cody. Why? Because they're trying to get him over. They're trying to make you feel sorry for him. And it's not working. Do you know how I know it's not working? Because if it were working, they wouldn't have to keep trying to do it. They've tried 3 or 4 different people to try to get this guy over, and it's just not working. They tried Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, The Rock, and now Cena. Those are 4 of Cody's biggest opponents, and it's just not working. And now Cody Rhodes has the balls to say that John Cena is a whiny bitch? Bro, you spent all last year crying, and Cena just got punked by Stardust. Let that sink in. The IWC is right about that. You got punked by fucking Stardust. Do you really think Stone Cold would have let that happen? No. The Rock wouldn't have let it happen. Nobody would have let that happen. You're trying to present Cody as this tough guy, and he's not. I'm done with this. The story just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. You're trying to take pieces of this convoluted, broken mess of an incoherent puzzle, and you're trying to force the pieces into places they don't belong. Oh, Cena said this last year. Cena did this the year before. Cena did that the year before. No, that has nothing to do with this heel turn. Cena turned heel because you guys, the fans, kept complaining and WWE just panicked. That's what happened. There is no sign from 2016, 2017, 2018. No. He turned heel because you complained and WWE didn't know what else to do because allegedly Cody didn't want to turn heel. And so this is just another effort by WWE to get Cody Rhodes over, and once again, it's not working. It's only working with the marks. It's only working with people like WrestleMania, who says that this promo was savage as fuck. I don't really see how it was savage as fuck. All John Cena said was, "You sons of bitches." That's not really that savage. Now, what would have been savage is if John Cena would have said something like, "Fuck me," because they said, "Fuck you, Cena." And then if Cena was like, "Fuck me," no, "Fuck you." That's what would have been savage. And then he, if he would have said something like, "And fuck your stupid kids," that would have been savage. He would have said, "Fuck me, no, fuck you, and fuck your kids. Matter of fact, I'm tired of your kids. I'm tired of shaking their filthy little hands every day. I'm tired of them coming up to me saying, hey, Keena, can I get your autograph?" That's how you cut a heel promo. That would have been savage. But since it's a PG product, they're not going to let Cena say something like that. That's how you cut a savage promo, is when you go all in on the kids. You're letting them know, hey, even kids aren't safe. Fuck your kids. That's what a real heel would say. But of course, John Cena's not a babyface. John Cena's not a heel. He's just a human being. And let me make a correction. John Cena is not even a human being. John Cena says he's not a babyface and he's not a heel. Well, he's right about one thing. He's not a heel. John is actually just a disgruntled babyface. That's what he is. And on that note, I'm out this bitch. Please be sure to follow me on all forms of social media at the Myers Fan 25 and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thank you for watching.